It's day 15 of Oscar Pistorius' trial in the North Gauteng High Court, and our special correspondent Sipho is joining us from the courtroom. He's in the overflow room. Thanks for joining us, Sipho.
Thanks for having me again.
So, Sipho, the last witness on the stand was on for just a few minutes, but what he said was quite significant. Why don't you take us through that?
Yes, so he was basically the police station who, if you like, is the record keeper at the Boskop police station. So if there's anyone who has an idea about what crime is happening in the area, or, more importantly, what crime Mr. Pistorius would have reported to his nearest police station, then he would have been the person to do so. So he helped establish two important points for the state. Number one is the fact that there's really not a lot of crime in and around the Silver Lakes area where Pistorius lived. I believe they only counted about 15 or so incidents in 3 years, and most of these involved theft and robbery. There was none of that aggravated robbery or murder or anything like that, except for one, of course, which is the one that is being discussed now.
So that particular witness, Warrant Officer Adrian Maritz, is basically proving or helping bolster the state's case that a reasonable black man living in the Silver Lakes estate wouldn't have shot through the door believing there was an intruder.
Yes, well, the state is trying to remove the conditions under which the judge can accept such an argument. So he's trying to show that he really did live in a very safe area. And of course, Pistorius contends that he himself has been the victim of crime. So unless he's reported it elsewhere, and this officer did search through the police database, he can't prove, showing police records, that he has reported this crime.
So the day started off with Captain Muller on the stand, and he took us through Oscar Pistorius and Reeva Steenkamp's WhatsApp messages. And I suppose it's anybody's worst nightmare, really, that their private conversations be broadcast to the world. But what happened today in court?
Well, yes, I found it very strange that we've got a police officer who must basically make decisions about which messages to read out in court. He's basically making decisions about the quality of the relationship that he has to analyze before. But that is basically what is the heart of the contention here. Can a loving boyfriend just shoot his girlfriend? And can their WhatsApps and texts and emails actually prove one thing one way or another? And you know what? I'm not surprised to discover that so far, I don't think that anything has been proven, really, except, of course, for what we already knew, that it wasn't a hunky-dory relationship. There were problems, but it was an incredibly uncomfortable thing to sit through, and I'm sure everyone could only imagine how badly anything you say, as innocuous as it can be, how bad it can be when it's suddenly read out by in a thick Afrikaans accent in court.
Well, we look forward to seeing what's going to happen during the rest of the day. Thanks for joining us, Sipho.